I think that can be something they go back to here as the series progresses, especially. Just getting laners that are pretty unpunishable. And already we see this Slardar Troll matchup not going how Falcons wanted it to, as
leading stun onto the Troll. And then follow up with Crush, and Grimstroke outputs so much damage as well with an additional nuke in the Stroke of Fate that this is going to be a little bit tough, but they do manage to get that kill on Ame. They would press. Yep.
My sprites are
and Skeeter is very, very dead. Meanwhile, TY on the other side is also potentially going to get a rundown with a blood grenade. Crit is very low. No, he's got a fairy fire. He's going to be
that well for Falcons. He might think about it still, but the real question is, can you? That's what you're looking to do, and instead the roam is coming to you right now, as XXS once more shows how fast the Slardar can rotate.
Yeah, I love watching his Slardar, man. Like, this guy does not stay in lane if he. Crit missing a roll in, might die here for it. He's gonna throw the kick back at Ame, but he's dead. Jin Q making a rotation over, so Amar thinks he has the upper hand with Ame being so low, but with a third hero on the mix, that could make a big difference, as Ame is just gonna get away with just a bit of HP, keep the damage on Amar, and Amar can't run because ultimately he's one man down. He's just gonna get glimpsed back if the opportunity,
which counts for a lot in the first game of a BO5, where you're trying to set some pace, some morale.
Now look at this move. Maureen moving to take the Wisdom Rune, but XXS is not going to get him up so easily. Now he's going to take a lot of damage, try and sprint himself away. The enchant was already used, so that debuff is free. And he got the crush on him. He managed to get back, gives up his life. Jinq does the same. Wait a minute. XM, he's not on top of the Razor. Now he's being kited around. He's trying to get to him, but he actually doesn't have that many resources to work with. Spirit Siphons are going out, but the damage is too much. They thought they had Maureen. They stopped his TP, but it all goes wrong.
That is the power of power runes right there. Arcane rune for Maureen. He gets so many more plasma fields off here, and just showing the power of these open areas. And straight back on the
screw it. At least we can kill Amar. That's the one thing that we can do here, as they brought that Razor up the top lane, throws out the Doom, and with the blood grenade, he's gonna take out for sure. Crit gets glimpsed back. He just TPs out. No problem there.
And they're even going to get a little greedy. Look for Skeeter at the
middle tower is under
attack. This would be great if Ame was joining them. As it is, just a two-man. We'll see if it works. They have the Disruptor coming in for a potential glimpse as well. The ult's going to go off. Skeeter, how much damage can he get done during this time? Blocked out by the kinetic field. XXS trapped between two heroes is really stuck here. Soulbind glimpse back on the Razor. Doesn't send him back to where he TP'd from. XM's going to push forward. There's the Doom. No more healing for the Death Prophet. Yule's up in the air to stall some of this damage, but a kick from all the way across the field. Crit lands at it, and the Death Prophet will die as a result of that extra damage.
No way he can sustain ATF coming in there, especially with Veil just amping up all this extra magic damage and XG overextend. I mean, I was saying they're getting a little greedy there, and they do get Skeeter on top of that.
Tower is under attack.
For an early Deso timing.
And XXS caught again. This is going to be one of those Slardars that gets a Blink Dagger and struggles to get items past that, it looks like, because he is just having to die in every single fight that they're a part of. He's the lowest net worth core.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Denied, so he's had full control of the power runes all along. BKB coming up very fast for Skeeter. And XM in the wrong neighborhood right now. If he gets found, and he does, smoke breaks, crit rolls on him perfectly. And XM, I mean, we're going to see this, like, this combination of the single target damage that Falcons is able to do is actually they get all their BKBs. They will have the better physical damage, even if that's being mitigated heavily by Falcons' item choices. Pick off here. Oh, the glimpse. Wait, he still hits him. Crit with the blind roll in, lands on Ame at max range, and he might even live through this burst. Yeah, he's gonna live through it. What a hit from Crit. God damn, this guy's good at Earth Spirit.
He legit did.
Bottom tower.
Hey, they better hope the BKB timing changes the way this game is going. They're about to hit it for Ame. XM has his. They've got the BKB on the Slardar already. They're looking at Troll right now. A hard hero to burst, but the silences, they can get the Aegis. Now he still has BKB on the second life, so they got to get out of here. Oh, they're going to turn back for crit, actually. Get him inside the Static Storm. This is a kill where he's pretty isolated, and they can maybe still slow play this fight out. DY, they feel strong enough they can get the glimpse backwards, but Maureen comes in from the side, immediately addresses DY, and takes him out of the fight with the Soulbind. Now in the Doom on Death Prophet. It's going to force a lot of these cores back. A big crush from Slardar, but the BKBs, again, allow them to be able to push through. DY with the buyback, though. Can he get the extra hero? He's got one. That's going to be Snake King pulled back into his Doom. Wait, nope, he's got the shard already. He hops out of the jump, the Burning Barrage from Ame, and Ame jumped in by Amar. Now another buyback, more support buybacks. A glimpse coming up,
ATF
2
here.
seconds. They need ETF, they need the extra kill, but Amar's gonna fight back. He goes back in with the shield, with the plasma fuel, almost wiping out Ame. Ame on the edge, fighting for his life, trying to finish up these heroes. It's not quite enough damage. Maybe they can get the Doom with the remaining skeletons. He needs a little bit more damage. He goes to 70 HP, and none of it's enough. Falcons outplay the hell out of Extreme. 7 versus 5, and they win. The tipping on XM all the time, because obviously Maureen does it, because, you know, that's his matchup. But now the delayed tip from Amar on XM as well. A glimpse back.
Nice little run.
Snaking, trying to burst him down. Again, he has that shard, so he's not the easiest kill, especially with his cores behind him. And the enchant killing the sprint just means that he can't go anywhere. XXS pulled back, leashed by Maureen.
Now, these shards are paying off for Falcons.
All right, he just straight up dooms him. Ame's coming in from behind, but the rest of Falcons is coming in as well. They're gonna go for this kill. Question mark. Oh god. Right before the fight even breaks out, Amar already knows its outcome. He knows they're gonna be able to win this one. They chase down Ame, hit him with the dust. He BKBs, teleports out. That should work for him just fine. But it's 3 heroes dead. 2 heroes dead for chasing Amar.
Yeah, I mean, no Dota team stays on top forever, but that doesn't mean you're going to be the one to bring them down.
Yeah.
You might just be another
XXS on vision. Can he blink before the hit? No. Crit makes sure to even throw out the geomagnetic grip right before he hits him with the roll, just to make sure there's even less time for XXS to react.
Are not that good in a defensive fight like this.
Bottom tower is under
You have
attack.
very little spam. Your glimpse is useless when the enemy's running
Radiant's
at
top
you.
tower is fallen.
I mean, it's just Ame throwing out some skelly boys here. That's about all you got.
Waiting for another round of Blink Crush. Okay, they're pretty well lined up. They're going to be able to finish off the support, but Skeeter is the scary one. He gets locked down to Slaughter, so he's going to be able to chase him down. Maureen is in deep, putting damage onto Ame. See if they can finish him up. No. Ame gets back to the fountain in time. They turn their damage instead into the barracks.
Got a glimpse Skeeter here.
Glimpse back
Something
on
off the
Skeeter
side.
with the Inkswell. XM is going to chase him down. They bring down the Aegis. Maureen still standing stall, though. Iron Storm starts lagging on to XM, pulling him back in. He's so low, the Razor finally does die, but the Doom on Ame. Ame is dead. He's going to die to this one, and without the damage, can they finish off Skeeter? It's all up to XM. XM does manage to do it now with another Inkswell. They can chase down some more heroes, offering a high five to Amar, and they get the kill. Now he finishes all the Falcons up with crit, the last one down, and an immediate tip from XM. He has been waiting for this opportunity to be the one offensively tipping rather than simply responding to being tipped. They killed the creep wave mid while they're smoked. They re-smoke up Skeeter, first one to break it. Shield run, what a crush on 3. No immediate follow-up. Tries to Wind Waker out of there. XM gonna be a target. Soulbinder and a couple heroes. Another Wind Waker trying to get them back. These crushes keep on going up, but the BKBs are too strong for Falcons. They run over 1, 2, and a third. Those are all heroes without buyback.
I mean, there's just no counterplay to the BKBs here. The second they all get popped, maybe if the Static Storm was there right off that crush, but like DY, he doesn't even have the ag, so
Ame wants to go on Amar. He's making the call. Please, XXS, get over here.
have to try stuff like this because you're just not winning against Megas without something crazy happening.
Gets off the BKB, but the bash is there immediately afterwards. So that's kind of the best outcome right there.
Here, he's now queuing up Divine. So Divine Rapier for Ame. Already in
Smoke
game
breaks
one.
on Ame. Ame, crit rolls in. It's a bit late and doesn't land. Try and jump on him. Soulbind BKBs go out immediately. XXS and XM both able to reset with Wind Wakers, no problem. But the jump back in from Skeeter goes straight for the slaughter and finish him off. Static Storm, though, he is dead. He's caught inside of this one, and so is Maureen. Maureen glimpsed back for just the extra bit of timing. So that's one hero that's not coming back. Skeeter does, though. Inkswell trying to help him out against these disables. The chain bashes. XXS, he gets a bash of his own to stall up Skeeter just enough that XM gets the distance. They kite out Skeeter. They kite out the troll. They run down Snake King. Extreme, another high ground hold, another team fight that they can actually win. Threatened throne.
And this is dangerous because if you die, you lose Divine, no buyback on Ame.
Dire's middle tower.
But if you want to win,
fresh.
You gotta go for it. You gotta go for it.
No buyback on the
how you win some Dota. Amar blinks in immediately. The doom on the Clinks.
I mean,
he has been targeted. Ame is guaranteed dead. It's just a question of how much damage he can get out. Now he's going to buy back. XM, can he live? Wind Waker over the cliff. He's getting away from Maureen. Managed to break that link. Oh, gets him on the plasma field.
Divine Rapier on Maureen gave him the damage, and that's got to be the game here.
Yeah. The buybacks come out from Extreme, but they don't have enough of them, and they've given Divine Rapier to Maureen this century. The glyphs are going to go down, but they cannot wait long enough for the rest of the cores to come back alive. The tier 4's dropping fast, and Amar, he'll take the first strike. Uses up the Doom. Falcons, they can go for Throne if they want to, and that's exactly what they plan on doing. The Static Storm is just shrugged off. They just lay the damage into Throne, end the game, and take game 1 of this best of 5 grand finals.
Versus a certain pool of their picks and try and assert that instead and just play to your strengths. And if it doesn't work, then you weren't the better team. But I think it's very easy to get very reactionary because you're trying to defeat a Goliath. When sometimes it's better to just try and be.
The issue is your technique.
Off with you.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
A truly
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's a lot. They're going to rotate in bottom with that amp damage and level 3 edict up already.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I don't think Skier wants
Dire's
to
middle
really
tower
fight
is under
this.
attack.
He has ult, but can get
Radiant's
bursted in this
bottom
fight if it
tower is
develops.
under attack.
Maureen's coming in. They're going to go straight for XM. They're going to blow him up.
Oh, what a rotation.
Get that kill. Nice counter rotation from Maureen. It's Extreme just trying a bit too much to force things. I don't think XM wanted to do that. I think he was very happy just taking the tower with his amp damage. And Jin Q and XXS forced him to make a move that was not comfortable.
A lot of momentum there. And when I talked about execution, these are the things that win and lose you games versus. Falcon's going to take advantage of it, make a move of their own.
Stampede to run down Ame. TP's coming in. XXS coming in with the Torrent boat. Can he land any of this, though? He put it all on Ame, and they actually backed away. Now, they did get the X on Amar and pulled him back into his Doom, but they didn't get the catch on any of these other heroes. Oh, never mind. Jin Q hits the disruption right before Crit is able to get the TP out, so they'll run him down, while XM does end up dying in the mid lane. Coming back, Maureen, big hit. Oh, what a whirling death. That did some damage right there, and he'll get Jin Q next, too. There's not much to stop him here. His disruption's just not going to be up in time. Double kill for Maureen as they tried to chase down Crit. Couldn't even get that kill.
And he's now tied.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
As Skeeter is super far ahead now. He got so much gold off of some of these kills. This will be a huge pickup,
Radiant's middle
but
tower is under
not
attack.
enough damage.
Not enough damage.
Maureen actually
Maybe some of those deaths. Man, Maureen thinking about going back in at him. That is bold. Snake King, part of the reason why Snake King sets up the kill for Maureen to collect. He's just going to accelerate faster and faster unless Extreme can find a way to stop it. Now, part of the way they're trying to stop it is put pressure on objectives. They finally take that mid tower. Snake King doesn't want to let him get away. Hit the Frostbite. They hit the follow-up shot, and the Chakram is right on point. Maureen giving him a hand down to the fountain.
Skeeter would have been on if he'd lost those towers. Didn't get that mid kill on the Lesh. Maybe he gets killed by the Lesh. These are the things that just set these games up for such different paths. Next year, you're gonna have to make up for it somewhere. Try and get XXS involved.
Just to blow up Snake King, but they're still getting kills. Still finding opportunities. Peter is just loving life. Ame's scrounging around in Ancients and stuff, doing what he can, but the game is set up for Skeeter's success, and he's going to show up with a Blink Dagger Radiance and just take it straight to Ame. Immediate disruption to try and dodge some damage. Supernova right in the middle of this effect with the bow going out. A really well response from Extreme. That was fantastic. They saw that game coming, I think. They had it well planned out.
Top tower is under attack.
Kill combo, crit and Maureen going for the pick off on Ame. Got him on the bushwhack, cuts him down, does a lot of damage, but Ame's decently tanky, and now the punish is here once again. Extreme, once again with their reactive play style, might be able to stop Falcon's aggression. They're going to get the kill on Maureen. He goes through a Timber Chain completely with no trees to get him out of that situation.
Damage
On Falcons, but you can't get fooled again, surely.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Look for crit, and they'll get him here. Blink guarantees the catch. Nice little pick off. I mean, okay.
Dire's
if you look at this game right now in this state, like I think they're favored, honestly.
Maureen is all over the place. And in deep, desperately trying to get away from the Kunkka, but as you said, there are a lot of different stuns that mess with Maureen's Timber Saw, and XM been waiting a minute.
Versus the Timber, versus the Alk, you can get to that very late game. You have the armor item, you have the Shiva's Guard. Wherever you want to go.
They've been trying real hard to catch this Hoodwink, and they smoke him to turn back the aggression back onto DY, not onto XXS. It's not the person they ran into. XXS now has a Bloodstone complete. Skeeter's going to end up stunning himself. Are they going to go back in on this? They do. They slow him down with the Purge, get a bit of damage. Stampede goes off. X not thrown out by XXS, knows the BKB is going to last a bit too long, but the time is played out. Maureen's back into play with a big whirling death hit. Split Earth goes out from the Lash Strike. They identify the Lash Strike, but he got off the Bloodstone. The Bloodstone keeping him alive through the Blade Mails, and there's the Shredder of Ame, cutting Falcons down to size. Maureen, of course, gets a kill on his way out, but he's way out the door, down to death. And that is 3 cores dead for Falcons.
That was, I mean, those were just nasty torrents from XXS that'll allow XM to get back in there.
Oh, they saw him on the poison.
Clearly not your best.
Yo, Roshan for XG.
Yep.
2 cores, but
Radiant's bottom tower.
you get caught on the backside.
Oh, Maureen, he just Timber Chained forward. No BKB for this guy, so stun after stun, and the damage that gets pumped out. The Sunray mixed with all the magic damage of XM. Eternal Shroud, there's just not enough magic resistance. Taking a tier 1 tower for himself, and it's Extreme saying, yeah, go ahead. Take those objectives. We'll go for the tier 3. We'll push high ground. We'll force you guys back like you've done to us time and time again. Nice bushwhack. Maureen jumps in for a bit of damage on Ame. Just trying to threaten him. See if they can take this Aegis for free and not let Ame continue to take towers.
XG do not want to back here. They have everything they need right now in terms of all these timings syncing up. They have their 2 Bloodstones. They still have Aegis for 230.
And where's the saves? Oh, BKB and Bloodstone are about to be up with the Supernova underneath it. XM, he does not die, and they push forward. Running down with the Torrent Tidal Wave, pushing back Skeeter. Not good enough, though. It's just a bit. Ame still going to play for this one, as he does still have that Aegis. Torrent X pulls back onto jump in. Maureen brings down the first life while they trade out on the Hoodwink. Can they continue continue to take this barracks, though.
No BKB.
Pull him back in. Yeah, they pulled him into the Torrent Storm with a tidal wave. Skeeter has nothing he can do about that one. And it goes from Elena barracks that Falcons try and hold. And XD immediately coming out from Shin Q. They know they are on the precipice here of taking Falcons down in a game 2 and evening out the series. The first time that they will win a game against Falcons in this season. Another tidal wave pullback. Another pick off on Falcons. It's beginning to get a little bit sloppy. Disruption goes out. XM Torrent into a split earth. They're just feeding kill after kill, pickoff after pickoff. One lane of barracks has turned to 2, has turned to throne potentially as Falcons.
Radiant's
First win against this team ever. You cannot play
Stun
not
goes
to
out
lose.
trying to
You
blow
have
up
to play to win.
XM disrupted. Skeeter forced to go for a stun on somebody else, but now he's been purged up, and the damage from Ame is overwhelming the BKB. He's got the physical damage to be able to cut him down. Malrine tries to jump in, do what he can, but the BKB says, what a play from XXS, man. These Torrent Storms and tidal waves just do not stop. They push Falcons over the edge and take them down in game 2, and that will
Warren wanted to play that was going to give him that scale. So you snowball this game, and I think Lion, in theory, can do that.
First blood!
I also think Mallory has to have a hell of a game here just because
Corruption Spear. Skeeter,
you're
he's
actually gonna
getting a lot of poison stacks here. If they can get a 4th, maybe a 5th. No, because of the levels. Level 2 Shadow Poison.
I feel like it's just the supports. Like it has to come down to Static Storm and the last pick Lion. It's gonna hex him.
You're gonna get the glimpse back. And that last pick line will show up for a rotation. You get the kill on XXS. Not much
Solid.
Q could do to stop that.
Solid XP. I mean, Falcons just want as much XP on these supports. They want to start roaming, running around, getting kills. They have level 5 on snaking. That's enough to set things up to the high level glimpse.
That TP rotation means only one support can rotate, but the Gyrocopter is going to try and help out. He TPs to the tier 2. Now that snaking is behind XM, he says, well, you've got the guaranteed glimpse. We can isolate this Viper and maybe bring him down. Back into the lasso, not let him get any more damage onto Skeeter. Now, the Disruptor does die for that effort, but a big move from Falcons. Rotating support up the top to get a kill there. The best of 5.
You gotta pace yourself. Said about that.
Jingyu trying to get the body block and the surround on snaking doesn't work. They're going to pull him back in where Malrine's going to make use of that haste rune from earlier. Got him inside the arena. Can they do anything to this bat? It would require the spear to land. Now they don't have a stun, but they do have the damage. No low ground misses for XM. They finish up Malrine and punish him for his move.
Man,
Radiant's
XM making that
middle tower.
rotation. This is here. They still have Chrono up.
Dire's
I
middle
don't think
tower is under attack.
Void off the lane with the threat of the kisses and the Chrono.
Double damage. They're going to bait it. They're going to bait it. Catch Malrine on it. Now, glimpse back, sends back XM, but they do have the kisses. So if the kisses land, or if Ame just claims the last hit, there we go. He's going to take that one and go for crit as well. He's going to go for both. He got both supports, and he got the bash to back it up, too. So he will get a double kill off of that one and get 3 kills for his team.
Falcons once more.
They've got Amar.
Chase Amar. Can't TP
XXS.
out of this.
Can he get... They just need the vision to make sure Amar's not TPing. Somebody will close him off eventually. He gets into the base, goes for the TP. The spear lands. It stops Amar from being able to get out. He'll timber chain and just create a little bit more time, but he'll die to the tower.
I mean, that is worth
Radiant's
the chase for
bottom
XP.
tower is under attack.
They do not mind trading. But look who's
Radiant's
making the move
bottom
first.
tower
It's
is under
XXS. Bringing XM into the play.
Oh, they
Instant
run
smoke.
right into a smoke from Crit. Now, Falcons is quite lucky. Malrine, for his sake, he manages to get away from that move, but still, it's a loss of resources on top of a support kill. They're looking for more now. They spot Snaking. XM. Now they're going to try and kill the Viper, but XXS is right in the midst of this, and he already got the spin on the Skeeter, and Ame's going to come in, and he's ready for the Chronosphere. As soon as that silence wears out, he now has the freedom to throw it down, which is why Falcons immediately try and retreat. Snaking can't get far enough away, though. XM will claim his life in the end. So
Bottom tower is under attack.
the smoke continues, though, and may still find its mark. Ame, oh, the faster he clears this camp, the better it is for him, but he doesn't get it in time. He gets hit initiated. Hex, Static Storm, Finger, very dead.
Nice connection. I mean, this is what they've been looking for the whole game. Make some clean move on Ame. Big juicy kill that you wanted. That was a streak as well.
21-minute Wisdom Rune. They're scrambling to try and get there in time to take this fight. XXS is already on it, though. Mar jumps forward with his BKB, starts putting some damage on XM. XM responds with his own BKB, lasso in the back to stop. Jin-Q saves, but Jin-Q saves himself in the end as he doesn't get bursted down. Skeeter's in this arena, and it's a dead arena. They are in a nasty spot, and they're not going to be able to get it out. And XXS hunts down a Mar. Triple kill for the Mars. Disruption and demonic cleanse. It means they have to hit a two-pronged attack, right? They have to be able to hit an initiation on someone like the Faceless Void and stop Jin-Q from saving that person.
And they have high ground vision.
Mar takes the first
got XXS.
Oh man, XXS. That might have been an arena that caught a lot of heroes, but look at that. Skeeter's right there in the front lines with an Aegis. They'll take that down, but on the second life, Falcons, they'll keep fighting. They see an opportunity. They want to go for it. The lasso. Manta goes off, dodged a little bit. Now the disruption. The pull back into Skeeter. Can he do enough damage to deal with XM? It doesn't look like it. Now without a BKB, the second life, it doesn't mean anything to him. A cookie on top of him. They turn back to XM. XM demonic cleanse heals him up. There's no way Amar can deal the damage. And now they've slowed down Snaking as well. They have just shut down Falcons on a timing that Falcons thought they had the momentum, that they had the advantage with. Oh, they spot him. Got the Shadow Poison on him. Can they get him out? They've got a Chronosphere, so they can blow that if they want to. They see the TP. They hope for a bash, and they got the bash. Ame trusts in his RNG. No need to use the Chrono here.
You fought to tame the lion.
Got the pin. Skeeter's dead. This is looking like a game Gyrocopter just cannot carry.
Have to run towards the pit. They get scanned.
Oh, they got the scan on him.
Scanning.
XXS pushing forward. Glimmer Cape put on him. See if he can get the vision. Misses the initiation. Crit gets it instead. Onto the Viper, trying to blink himself away while the arena. Spear on two. Beautiful spear with the kisses on top. They do manage to hit the stun on DY, stopping that bit of damage. Ame gets controlled up. Disruption goes out, but they don't even need Ame's damage. That's how far ahead Extreme is at this point in time. Falcons do their best to get out of the way, as Snaking did manage to TP back. But
now this is the Hex for Amar. This is the big item Falcons are smoking with. He wants to find the Hex initiation. He's going to find his smoke broke on a high ground.
See the Viper. Do you want to go on the Viper? He's looking for the back line. Maureen is trying to get this damn Shadow Demon. The Glimmer Cape goes off to get the Static Storm on him, but the Chronosphere from Ame. So focused they are on stopping the Shadow Demon that the real threat comes in the end, and an early GG call and a fitting 1-2. There's no way Falcons in this lineup.
Now that's the example of what happened before.
All of a sudden, maybe aren't going to just run into you with some like Blink Alchemist at 15 minutes and play into your style. So this is going to be Falcons trying to switch that up.
That'll be your first blood for Crit.
And once more, the momentum shifts a little bit again as...
But it's getting to a point where they might be able to go for a kill, not just on the support, but the actual carry soon as there it is, the Bushwhack coming in from behind, staking with the enchant. Ame nowhere to go, has to just fight back, and he does manage to get the kill on the hood. Can he get out? The blood grenade on him. He's ticking down, but they need a hit to finish him off. And they're just not going to get that, it seems like. Staking will have to try and get the kill on DY instead. Ame is one hit away, but Ame, he's going to pop in, get the stun, and finish off Snaking as well. A gank that gets turned around by Extreme Gaming.
That was a very heads-up glimpse that just stalled so much of the damage going into the CK there as it sends Amara back. Reacted very fast to, with Jingqiu coming up here protecting his carry. They know the importance of Ame having a good pace here. They want to secure it. Will free up Smokeny's mid as that rune gets dispelled, and XM going down. Nice
Very
pickup.
easy. And Malrine, of course, immediately with the tipping and the smiling, and XM responds right back in kind, stun onto Amar. They make that move to shut down the mid lane. It leaves the other lane open, but we could see this is what Falcons seem to. They have this trend of doing this.
The
nice
chain
bushwhack.
glimpse.
And the chain is going to come right back into play. So Malrine, he's not sent away by DY at all. He comes back in with the timber chain after the glimpse on a lane, especially if they have the TP to do so, to try and react to some sort of gank or something like that. The enemy team naturally tries to make a move because it's like, oh, the supports can't be here. Let's try and kill this offlaner, for example. And the cores always cover each other when that happens. When the supports don't have TPs, which Crit will find another TP as he dies here, but XM's going to be slowed down. Malrine gets Chakram on him, and Skeeter joins in once again. Cores coming to help out when there's pressure on the lanes.
Falcons really prioritizing this mid now. They know that's where a lot of the momentum this series has been. Bringing everybody to this wave, getting the D ward, snakings, finding the enemy obs, removing the vision from XG. This is a really hard area to fight around. Jingqiu lucky to get out of here alive.
Okay, let's just throw the Chronosphere to stop him.
I mean, that's well worth it there, because he has to walk out from base. It's going to open up this mid tower. XG, can they find a punish anywhere else? They're going to find a Doom.
The Doom XM coming in with Plasma Seal to make sure they can finish off Amar. Amar just desperate to put as much damage on the Chaos Knight as possible, so he'll die, and he will on the final 2 ticks.
I don't think Amar's too sad about that.
No.
I mean, you're missing out some XP, but again, slowing down the Chaos Knight here. And man, Ame has been slowed down. He is falling. Be really strong in that laning phase and be able to take the fight to the enemy supports like we saw in that gank. He's just not securing him too much CS. Once more, XM being pestered by snaking here. He is not alone.
Yeah, it's more than just a pestering. Stampede goes out. Malrine going to be slowed down and surrounded by heroes. He's going to have a hard time getting out of this one as the Timber Chain stops halfway through by the explosion of the Cursed Crown. DY now looks for more with the Kinetic Field, holding in the heroes. Only got snaking off of that. Barely missed out on Amar, who he is looking around for another glimpse target. Won't find it, though.
Really important response from trying to push their damage dealers, their tempo creators ahead here, and Skeeter will catch up on the backside, but that means if they're the ones getting ganked, it really sets you back, as XXS already has his Blink Dagger finished, they have the Bedlam combo, and they see Skeeter. That is a beautiful connection for them. That is exactly what XXS wants with this 2-man kill combo with the Blink reveal. He finds his mark again. This guy has just been so consistent for them in this series.
Yeah.
That hoof stomp in these later fights and say, I'm going to live, and then BKB after. You might get 100-0 like that. And that gives XXS a lot of freedom in this game. Continue to make aggressive plays. They're looking for crits and get the glimpse.
They got a lot of damage on that Razor, so Malrine may want to be careful here, but he's not deterred. He wants to keep looking for more because he's got Skeeter behind him, itching to use a Chronosphere.
It's another fight he doesn't find that opening. XG pushing out the waves, find another quick kill with XXS, and back into the jungle. Malrine trying to make this blink work. He should find a quick pick off here, and will do so. So more momentum for him.
Very often, heroes that end up with the highest net worth around this 15-minute mark, but so much of the momentum comes through these two players. TP down to bottom lane, going for the Centaur. Centaur, is he going to be able to blink away? Nope, Crit keeps the damage on him, and Malrine finished him up. They got the Timber Chain actually hit XM in the mid lane as he Timber Chain back through. The Timber Chain will still latch onto that tree, and then it'll drag you across the map. So it's just all about timing. It's something that just a small bit of practice, and you could do pretty much regularly, as Glimpse is kind of having the same timing most of the time. Malrine, pull back into the brambles. Ame getting active. He's been AFK in the jungle for a little bit, but
and
his
they got
first
the
appearance in a while nets them 2 kills around a power rune spot.
Dude, that mid obs is... I mean, Crit is wondering where the hell the vision is on this mid lane. That is a very well positioned ward.
Another move on XXS. XXS gets his Blink Dagger canceled as Amar shows up with the Scorched Earth. But a very easy kill, despite some of Extreme Gaming being around here. Can do nothing.
Shiva's already done. Such a powerful item here. Needs some mana regen to sustain him, but that is going to be a perfect example. Like, okay, he lives, but he doesn't get that support that he wants to burst quickly. Still looking for him. Won't find him. And now XG are going to try and respond. They get the glimpse.
Yeah, got the glimpse on him. First crown, Timber Chain breaks the chain. That's going to be important to slow down the damage, but it looks like just too many heroes from Extreme as Ame joins the field. Do they have any stuns for Amar? No. Somehow, nobody has a disable for that man.
Firestorm % burn worked on Roche.
Yeah,
that hero became first pick because he's just soloing Roche with Underlord. So I think there's your answer. They're going to find Snay with a quick little Bedlam combo. This is designed to be able to kill this hero.
You have to use the Terrorize, not the Stampede. Well, I mean, okay.
I mean, it's a short cool. It's not that long cooldown, 90 seconds.
Yeah. Trying to get aggressive. Got him.
Force the BKB.
The long range of the Thunderstrike lands onto Amar, and as soon as you get that damage, because his choice of going to Shivas and still not considering, oh, got BKB flying out to him and just didn't get to him in time.
That's what I saw. I thought it got delivered, but that was him putting on the courier, so not getting it too fast. That CK Roshan nerf. No Eye of the Storm either coming into play. You have to take
I love moves like this when you smoke into them and it's still a 4 versus 5, but they don't get that opening. They do not get the jump that they wanted to. Don't even get the BKB out of him as he's desperately trying to hit that glimpse, and he does hit it. But now Maureen, oh, the tree got cut down, but it's still DY dying to Skeeter. Skeeter gets jumped on. He has a BKB of his own. Amar pushes forward with the Shivas on him. Triple BKB timing. Falcons, this is why they so badly wanted to be able to take this fight around the Roshan pit. They go for the Chronosphere on XXS. The Centaur is going to be able to get off the Stampede and gets away. Skeeter almost gets popped by Ame. Does manage to get the time walk back away. Meanwhile, Maureen hunting in deep. Goes for the kill on XXS. Commits his BKB for it. Gets the kill, but has to TP back to base.
Is going to 100 to 0 him. And there's also this static link with Shard that if XM ever gets a link on the Razor post-jump or around that jump, you just remove all the damage from the fight. This is a big pickoff if they get it.
Yeah, he's got BKB, but even if he got it off somewhere in there, probably the physical burst comes through anyway. So,
or if Snake can just get to like Hurricane Pike and you never know, just pike this Razor in a fight.
Must not have been in range. Crit has a chance. They need the vision to be able to hit the glimpse, and they got it. They got the vision. Crit. He'll die. Ame caught inside the Chronosphere. The drain onto Amar. Ame's going to take a lot of damage here. XM is the one with the Aegis. Ame trying to fight, but he can't get the lifesteal enough to be able to stay alive. XM with his extra life. He's pretty free to chase down heroes, but he doesn't have the lockdown per se. The glimpse back, maybe they do. And with no BKB left on Skeeter, they'll be able to trade out supports now. And maybe even run down Snake King as well. Snake King just wants to take away his Aegis from XM. And XM says, you can have it. You could take it with your own hands. It's not quite the case, though.
I'm burning on this tower. 30 seconds left. I mean, that's a
with the big, healthy heap of burst damage.
So we saw Maureen pick off DY, and that's going to lead them into a smoke. Even with Chrono on cooldown, they're going to try and make the play without the Void. This is dangerous if it goes
already
deep.
Active. Bushwhack lands. No BKB. They go for the cut onto XM,
but
goes down the tree, allows him to get off the BKB and monster terrorize. Ame just calls it quits, though. They say they're trying to make a move here. Best for us just to back away. BKBs, no Phantasm, no Disruptor, just a retreat is called for. And it's good for them. But it's only if the smoke lands. Right now, looks like they may just run into some supports. Not the real target in XM or Ame. Keep on trailing them. They spotted Jin Q. Ame's going through. Skeeter. Oh, that bushwhack! Bushwhack! The Shivas goes out. The Doom is already there. And now Ame. He has to make a run for it and try and TP out somewhere. It's just not going to work if Skeeter's hot on his tail and Maureen with the Chakram to slow him down. A get the smoke kill. What a bushwhack from Crit.
That is, I mean, that is just pure intuition.
Out relying on the fact that they just have better late game. This smoke and where it lands and who it lands on is crucial, and it's going to be on a Snake King, and it doesn't immediately burst him. Ame connects, throw out a bushwhack. Nothing major lost for Falcons, but does give a bit more control for Extreme if they want to go back and take this Roshan on.
Oh no. Go to a game 5.
And Extreme,
Ame.
it's their chance to show that they are championship material, to get first in tournaments and not just in groups. That comes through this fight. Ame, the first one to be jumped on, trying to take away that Aegis without overcommitting, and they'll get it pretty easily.
This
Jump
is
in
a
from XXS. There's
bad
going to be any
setup.
punish here. XXS doesn't really find much out of this one. Just a whole lot of depth. Chronosphere put on Ame and got off the BKB. And now the Stampede goes off. Can he get away from this situation? Ame now pops his Phantasm. A Static Storm immediately going out. Managed to get away from the Static Storm, but locked down by
gone.
more ensnares. There's just too much. They managed to kill Ame twice. It wasn't the Razor at all that was the problem. They
he
just
got doomed.
fixed it. Oh, XM's going back in.
going-
He sees all of this has been used on Ame, and he thinks this is his time to be able to shine, to carry this fight with his double ultimates, with the
He's stuck
refresher.
on the-
He's trying to get over the ledge to get to Malrine. He'll finish off Malrine, turns back, goes for Snake King, or no, they want a little bit something else here. They've got Skeeter, who's going to time walk into XM, get the bashes. They couldn't finish off Amara time, and Skeeter, he's the strongest man in the fight now. Everyone else from Extreme is not good enough now that Skeeter is beginning to come online.
This is just not a winning fight the way it's set up. XG throw away a huge advantage. 8k goldie now to Falcons.
Potential little pick off here. Phantasm Skeeter jumping into them. Static Storm BKB, but he can't live through this kind of physical burst.
What?
No protection there. Ame gonna reset a little bit. Let them play with these stuns. They have the Disruptor to be able to pull back more heroes, so there's no need to overextend, not while XM is still dead. So they play it safe, make sure that they get out on their carry, and now they start collecting whatever heroes are still close by. Crit, he's going to try and hop himself over the side, but he won't make it, not with the glimpse there. So they get that core kill. Skeeter jumps into death, Red Death in the Chaos Knight.
Under Static Storm,
Radiant's middle tower has
a
fallen.
bizarre sequence, honestly, and now, I mean, high ground failed for XG, but they get a second try.
Oh, Malrine, he goes for the quick kill onto the Dark Willow. Second Chakram comes out and cuts him down.
Is he gonna
A
pay
big
for it?
play if he can get it out, but he's being stuck. Gets off the BKB, Timber chains away. He's good for now. So he does manage to get that kill, but it costs him something. In fact, XXS sees his opportunity with the BKB waning. You'll set up into the hoof stomp. Can they do enough damage? XM, he's been doomed, and he's making a run for it. A second doom about to come out. Ame, he's not inside the Chronosphere. He's got a few more seconds. He can leave the damage onto Amar. He might be able to finish off Amar. Pulls him back in. Kills him off. A Chronosphere that just killed Amar's chances. He had an opportunity there to be able to get the Doom onto Ame, but he gets frozen in his own teammate's Chrono. These two hitting the barracks while the other three are half a map away. They smoke up the three of them and get close.
DY has Ags. You hoof stomp somebody into Disruptor Ags
Jump
right
a
now.
strike into the enemy. Not quite what he wanted. XM's first static link picks up a little damage from the Enchantress. A buyback available for Snake King. You turn that damage back around and take a second lane of barracks. There is still a tier 2 up.
Snake pushing forward.
And a feint to jump forward onto the Enchantress. Bedlam thrown onto XXS. He's got heart, 6,000 HP and a BKB.
That is not the target you want.
He is very difficult to go on.
Not the target you want here, and he knows it.
Another jump. Another go on a Snake King. They throw out the Bloodthorn just to see if they can kill him without it. The response to double Chakram, an attempt at a bushwhack, but
Skeeter's in.
away. They spotted Ame. They got him inside the Chronosphere. Is there anything to save him? Where's the Wind Waker to bail him out? He finally gets it off, but his second Chronosphere is coming in soon. Silence up. Skeeter, he's got the refresh. He's got another Chrono. He goes back in, but he's losing his mark. Well, Ame has gotten off the Phantasm. A bushwhack, controlling up the illusions. Into the corner they go. A Terrorize gets thrown
No
out.
second Chrono!
Silence onto Skeeter. Skeeter can't get off the Chrono. No second Chronosphere to win the fight. And that might have just killed Extreme. As
Quad
the
smile.
a world of smileys from XM. He's been smiled at so many times by Malrine, but he will turn it double fold as he knows this might have just been the end. They don't have Ame.
Guess what? Finished up a third Wind Waker here.
They got the glimpse back on a Snake King to get the Roshan and get the pick off. Maybe they don't have the damage actually. XXS is just like, I can only hoof stomp him and double edge him so many times here. They have more glimpses coming up though. And
This
now
is
the
stacks
battery's
for
here.
him. He's not too sad about this. It's now he has 8,000 HP. XG, they're going for the throat. No buyback on Skeeter.
And a time for XM's revenge. Focusing on Malrine, but taking a lot of damage in return. Has to be careful. The shots coming in from Snaking. That pure damage builds up. BKB, they throw out the Doom, but he gets a Wind Waker over to the other side. He do manage to hit him with the Bushwhack, but the tree is cut down immediately. The BKB and the Wind Wakers allow them to reset from the Doom, while the Static Storm still goes to work onto Amar, pulling him back into Bramble after Bramble. He gets off his own BKB. XM can't finish him off. A Bushwhack, it breaks the link and can't finish off the damage, and there goes his first life. Ame about to rejoin the fight, though.
Can he get? He's here. He actually got here on the outpost.
Damn. How are they going to be able to stand up to it? There have been a lot of teams who have come and gone, who've been dominant in various patches and tournaments. Got to be able to stand tall here. Malrine caught inside the Static Storm. He's tanky, but they got a nullifier on him even, so there goes Zagan himself. Skeeter tries to come in and take advantage of the situation with the Chronosphere on it too. He's going to chain the Chronosphere, but does he have the damage? He's controlling these heroes, but Ami is destroying the back line. He's not doing anything to these guys. He simply doesn't have it anymore.
Ami in trouble.
Forward, going after Amar, ignoring him. Malrine refresh, goes for the double chakrams again with a re-BKB, but Extreme Gaming, they got what they wanted out of him. A glimpse back.
XM sniped down by crit.
Radiant's Ancient is under.
The man has no buyback right now. 4 minutes till that buyback. 2 minutes on the board, but there are no chronos. So yeah, XG, no, this is not a fight Falcons can take, even in the 5-on-4.
If he did not get that snipe onto XM, that surely would have been Extreme resetting and going for the end of the game. But without XM, they might feel like they don't want to do it. It's a whole lot easier in their decision if they can get a pick off here. They've got the scan on him. He doesn't have BKB, but he blinks away in time. A glimpse back. A glimpse on Skeeter. Gets him inside the Static Storm. Can the heroes get here in time? Ame is closing in with the Bedlam on him. He pulls him back into his Doom. There's no way out of this way. DY has just found the opening for Extreme to close this series out.
How did that clip him?
Radiant structures.
He was right on the edge. That is an absolutely disgusting glimpse catch. That's going to open up this completely.
Finished with you, says XM from the grave as he watches his team finish what he put so much effort into starting. Double chakrams on XS, but again, he's got the Wind Waker. Again, they could just reset a shot, almost landing on Jin Q. A pixel perfect Wind Waker from him, dodges the damage, while Ame goes for the throw, goes for Amar. He gets taken out so damn quickly. And even if they could live, could they do the damage to repel this beast of Extreme that is inside of their base? Another buyback going out. Extreme, 15 seconds till XM is up if he wants to be in the picture when the throne explodes.
He has no gold for bots. He's going to have the TP outpost. There's a little bit of a window here. You have the BKB, you don't have the BKB.
That's good, another dieback. Another kill. Extreme taking their time, picking up off. The GG is called. The pause is done, and the GG's easy. Question marks. Extreme. He who laughs loudest, and Extreme are hollering through the screen right now. Humble in defeat. GG. Grad says Molly.